Hey guys, welcome to another one of our reviews. I'm the Worm, and this is the Proton. Today we're going to be doing another juice review. We did receive free of charge from e-smokeless.co.uk. I do want to point out they do have it's the same site, but it's e-smokeless.net for your tablets and phones if you're out and about. So,
today we are doing. Hello.
We are throwing juices on the
We are
floor.
throwing stuff everywhere. We are doing a USA mix from e-smokeless.co.uk. John sent us down these as well as a few others to test out, so we're going to test this out. We've got it in 12 and 18. 12 is your blue tops, 18 are your orange, and you've got yellow, which is your 24. I believe your 6 is a green, which John has told us that he is going to start doing very, very shortly. So, are you going to vape first, or am I going to vape first? What are we doing, 12?
I've got the 12, I've got it in on a 0.8 coil on my Sigeli 19. So
I have the 18, I have it on a something home coil on the Sigeli 19, I think it's about 1 ohm, I haven't tested it. Very quickly, whilst we're on a quick vape, all the bottles come with tactile labels every time. It's only for John's reviews. I'm so sorry, John. Yeah, tactile labels on them, as well as they've got John's markings on flavouring, chip compliant labels. Something we think is really cool is that with every bottle you get the needle nose, which we point out in a few reviews is it's great to have. It really is. It's a pain in the bum. There are loads of times when you haven't got one that you wish you did, and there is not one time that you're going to regret having that on your bottle. So there you go, wicked stuff. Price on it is £4.50 for 15ml, and it is £5.99 for 30ml delivered for £1. So not bad at all. You can get yourself 30ml juice for £6.99 delivered. You can't argue with that at all, to be honest with you. I'm guessing Worm is going to basically take his last puff because he hates tobaccos.
I do hate tobaccos.
What's this, 12 in here?
Yeah, this is the 12 of the USA mix, and it's not bad. It ain't that bad at all. It's
a little bit dry.
I don't know what it is. There's something else in there. I can't put my finger on it, but it's not complete tobacco. It's obviously a blend of some sort, but I don't know what the blend is with. It feels like it's got something other than tobacco in there. So thumbs up for that, to be honest, in my books. The fact that it doesn't taste like ashtrays, it's good. But yeah, it's not a bad tobacco taste actually. I don't actually mind this one. I really don't. It's actually we did take a cheeky vape as we do before the video, and first couple of pulls were a bit throat hitty, but that seems to have dissipated after I've kind of got used to it. But that was like a 2 pull throat hit, and then there was, I'd say, like a 3 throat hit on this. It's not much at all. It's a little bit scratchy, but it's not to the point where like sort of thing. But it's actually a really nice juice. I was quite surprised about this one because I get into tobacco reviews and I go.
For me, yeah, USA mix. It's more of a, I think say, a milder tobacco. It's not a really, really strong tobacco. It's not weak either. It's kind of sort of your medium strength, I'd say, tobacco flavour. It's got a touch of sweetness there, which is, I think, is quite nice. I'm going to disagree with him totally on the throat hit. I think it's talking complete waffle. That's like a 7 for throat hit on a 12 for me anyway. Bearing in mind I've just been vaping the 18 equivalent, and that is hitting me harder than the 18 did. So there you go. We didn't point out PG/VG ratio, which is quite poor. Anywhere between 70 and 80% VG, depending VG. PG, 70 to 80% PG, depending on the blend. So we don't know exact numbers, but there are your guesstimates, and there is a fly somewhere around here. But yeah, it has got a bit of a throat hit for me, especially for a 12. But the flavour itself is actually quite nice. I'm going to have a vape on the 18. The reason we have both flavours is just to check for the consistency and see how much that nicotine strength does what with your flavour. Realistically, it shouldn't change it dramatically. It just usually
should hopefully be the same flavour. Did you get at all that kind of non-tobacco taste as well?
It just comes through as a sweetness to me.
Yeah, see, I can't
pinpoint it as anything in particular. It just, there is this undertone sweetness. But we have found when we did the HS range that the tobacco flavour in the HS, like Delight, Storm and Impulse, tasted very similar, but there was other things going on in there which either muted or enhanced the tobacco flavour, giving you a more mild or a stronger tobacco flavour. So it's all complementary.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to try and guesstimate what they put in this one, but it is just, I don't know, it's weird because I hate tobacco. This is actually okay.
Okay.
I mean, like to me, an okay tobacco is for tobacco vape is probably a 9-10. So
It is what it is. With the 18, I'm getting less throat hit off that. I just am. I don't know why. I'm getting less throat hit off the 18. You can definitely tell there's more nicotine in there, but I'm getting less actual punch in my throat off of it. The flavour tastes the same. There is a slight sweetness. It's not quite as sweet on this 18 as it is on the 12 for me. Obviously, I think because you've got a bit more nicotine in there, it delivers it differently. You do get more of a nicotine full vape, if that makes any sense at all. If you're a low nicotine vapor, if you're a 6 or a 12 and you move on to an 18, exactly the same flavour will take slightly differently because you're not used to the levels of nicotine, which is probably what's happening here. But the flavour itself is the same, which is obviously comes up.
yeah, the taste is exactly the same, and I'm going to agree totally. This has got less throat. I mean, this is like 0 to me. This is like no throat off this at all. I can definitely taste that there's nicotine all over my tongue and throat, but compared to throat hit, well, that was a 3 for me. The 18 is a 0. It's just weird.
It's very strange, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be a flavour for it. I don't know. Maybe the nicotine's dulling the flavour a little bit.
It may well be a flavour.
No, I mean to you, the 18 might be more for it. Remember, this is subjective. All juice reviews are subjective. These are how it's affecting me, and that's how it's affecting him. He was getting a 7 off the 12. I was getting 3. So just please bear that in mind when you're watching these. Like, you could get this and go, "This is a 10 for it." What are you twats talking about?
Yeah, definitely.
So
I think you should also bear in mind as well, different times of the day. I mean, that 12 in the morning would kill me. But after food, I wouldn't feel a throat hit off it at all. It's weird. It's not the same smoking where you get a consistent kind of, it hits like it hits, and that's how it hits. With vaping, it can depend on your palate. We've just had a drink and everything, and I have just had a drink. So that can all play a contributing factor, which is why it may be beneficial. There's 2 of us here, so maybe take what we say and kind of merge it into one.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
for an average.
Yeah. Yeah, if we agree totally, then usually we're pretty spot on. But there you go.
We do disagree quite a bit as well.
We do definitely bitch on each other. We do 2 out of 10s for one, what we think the flavour is supposed to taste like, or how true it is to its name, and then one, what our personal take on it is. So I'm going to leave you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to hit what it's meant to taste like on both of these in the same one, because they both taste like a tobacco, a really nice tobacco with a sweetness in there of what we don't know. It's just a sweetness. So 10. It does taste like a tobacco, both of them, and they taste exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm going to agree that the only thing that's varying is the nicotine strength. It's not affecting the flavour. It tastes like a tobacco.
The other thing that's varying is the throat hit.
The throat hit, yeah, but I mean that's.
But it's weird because it's for us it's
opposite.
the opposite.
Yeah, usually the higher nicotine, the bigger the throat hit, but on this one, not the case, which is a bit strange. I do want to quickly add. You know what this reminds me of? This liquid. It reminds me of like an RY4. The sweetness. It's not. It doesn't taste like RY4. The tobacco, it's nicer, I think, than an RY4 tobacco flavour, but the underlying sweetness is kind of RY4-esque. Doesn't taste like caramel, it's just the sweetness, but it's kind of there. That's what it reminds me of. So
well, that's his 2 cents.
That's my 2 cents. 10 out of 10 for me for flavour. What it's supposed to taste like.
For me personally, and this is going to really stunt you because I hate tobacco. This is actually like 9 for me. I actually don't mind this tobacco flavour. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of shocked me really. I don't actually mind this one at all, which just maybe proves that there are tobacco flavours out there that I'm going to enjoy.
There you go. For me, the 18, I'm going to give it 18 and 9.5. That's a perfect drinking vape for me. I'm quite happy to have that with a beer. If I'd had a few beers, the 12 would be perfect for me because I need something a bit stronger. But the 12 is going to get an 8 just purely because I'm not a big throat hit chaser. Now, I mean, a little one, lovely, but not too much for me. And I tend to not remember what's in my device, pick it up in the morning and end up choking myself half to death most mornings. He can vouch for this.
I find it highly hilarious.
Indeed. So yeah, that's where I'm lying with those 2. But again, they're just our marks, our take on it. Yours is probably going to be completely different. So if you like tobacco vapes, especially if you like them with a slight sort of sweet uplift and your medium strength tobacco flavour, this is a very good one to try. For the price, it's worth giving it a go. It really is.
I would definitely recommend this for tobacco juice, and I don't recommend any tobacco juices generally. I mean, this one is it's a strong one.
It is strong. But it's good. It's a good tobacco blend. We definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
So yeah, from him, very strange. Because John even says to us, "I've sent you down a couple of fruit ones just to make up for the fact you've got to do tobaccos again." Well, we haven't got to, but we do. So yeah, it's always good. I think we're done. I've been Mr. Proton. This has been a worm. See you soon.
See you soon, guys.